This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 138, How to Be Unhealthy by Kamb of NerdFitness.com.
Get ready to maximize your potential with Optimal Living Daily, the podcast that brings you the best in personal development and productivity every day of the week. Your optimal life awaits. Now here's your host, Justin Malik.
Hey, welcome to Optimal Living Daily, or the OLD podcast. I'm Justin Malik, previously a drummer, guitarist, and saxophonist. And welcome back to the show if you're a regular listener, or if you're new here, hi. I'm happy to be your new personal reader. Today's Wellness Wednesday, and I'm back with a post from Nerd Fitness and the founder, Steve Kamb, who's going to take the opposite approach in this blog post today and tell us how to not be healthy in hopes of helping us to be healthy. But before we get into it, we're now just 4 days away from a book giveaway, and if you want to be a part of that, you just need to be on my weekly newsletter. Not only are you entered for the book giveaways, but you get 3 Excel spreadsheets from me to help you optimize your life, and a video tutorial to go along with it, plus more, and it's all free. So to join and show your support for this crazy podcast idea of mine, you can text the word optimal to the number 44222. That's probably the fastest way. Or you can visit oldpodcast.com and join there. And again, it's a great way to show your support and to get some free stuff too. And that's the intro. Let's get right into it and start optimizing your life. How to Be Unhealthy by Steve Kamb of NerdFitness.com. I spend all day, every day, trying to help people get healthy. Well, sometimes I play video games all day too. Damn you, Assassin's Creed. I feel like I've found what I'm meant to do with my life, inspire and work with folks who are interested in losing some weight, building some muscle, and feeling better about themselves. I can usually tell within a few sentences of an email or a few minutes of conversation who's going to succeed and who's going to continue to fail to get healthy. So let's run through the best ways to fail at getting healthy. Think of this as the worst instructional email ever. Thanks to Chris G for the inspiration. How to fail at getting healthy. Number 1, compare yourself to others. Pick out people who are different sizes, shapes, builds, and genetics. It doesn't matter that their body functions completely differently than yours or that they eat differently and exercise differently than you. Find those people and say, you won the genetic lottery and I can't lose weight, not my fault. Then make yourself feel better by finding people that are really overweight, unhealthy, and unhappy. Pat yourself on the back and say, good enough. Non-applicable comparisons, FTW. Number 2, make yourself miserable. We all know exercise only counts if you're suffering and hating life, so only do exercises that make you want to dropkick a puppy. Pick the least enjoyable form of exercise you can think of. For me, that'd be running on a treadmill like a hamster, and then force yourself to do it for hours, every day. Combine this with some sort of diet where you starve yourself so that you have no energy and hate life. Even better, combine this with a super unhealthy diet, telling yourself, I earned this, and then wonder why you're not losing weight. Number 3, blindly follow conventional wisdom. Don't eat fat. Avoid foods with cholesterol. Eat as many heart-healthy whole grains as possible all day long. Ignore advice to consume all-natural foods from fad diets like the paleo diet. Buy, quote, healthy microwavable dinners that taste like feet. Those are the best. Number 4, change workout plans as often as possible. Don't stick with a good plan for 6 to 12 weeks, or even longer if it's working. Be sure to freak out after 2 weeks when you don't see drastic changes, and then pick another plan that promises even better results. The faster the freak out, the more quickly you can move on to the next routine. Number 5, treat the symptoms rather than the cause. Screw wasting precious time and energy on figuring out why you are unhealthy. That requires things like, quote, effort. Gross, I know. Just take high blood pressure medication to counteract the cholesterol medication, which balances your weight loss medication. Find a way to combine it with your sleeping pills and caffeine addiction. You get that stomach staple surgery or gastric bypass surgery instead of building better habits and learning how to eat right. Why do any of that when you can just throw $1,000 at the problem and wreck your insides in the process? Everybody wins, except you and your insides. Number 6, chase the quick fix. Nobody wants to work to get in shape. That could take months or even years, and who has that kind of time? Instead, just take that pill or use that next fancy piece of workout equipment. The faster it says it'll work, the more likely you'll be to succeed. Number 7, complain as loudly as possible. Try, I don't have good genes, or I don't have time. If that doesn't work, there's always, I just can't lose weight, or sorry, I'm not as lucky as you. Complain to anybody that will listen, or even those that don't. The more disdain and self-loathing, the better. Number 8, make big changes quickly. When you're ready to get in shape, wake up 2 hours earlier than normal, drastically alter your diet overnight, and go from a sedentary lifestyle to exercising for 90 minutes a day. Run yourself absolutely ragged for a week or two, confuse the hell out of your body, which is going to fight you every step of the way, and then after one day goes poorly, completely fall off the wagon. Bonus points if you get really angry with yourself for, quote, sucking at getting healthy, even though you try to change 50,000 things at once. Number 9, be non-specific. Be as nebulous and generic as possible. I should get healthy is a good start. I need to work out more, or I should lose weight is even better. Don't be specific, and certainly don't measure your progress. Don't bother saying things like, I will work out 4 times this week at this specific time, or I will lose 10% of my body fat by December 31st. Those goals are way too specific, and you might actually accomplish them. Can't have that now, can we? Number 10, give up. When things don't go your way, rather than analyzing, adjusting, and trying again, just give up. When you step on a scale this week and it's half a pound heavier than last week, rather than making changes to your diet and cutting out 1 extra soda this week, flip the fuck out and give up. Giving up is so much easier than working hard, struggling, and persevering. Get over it and move on? Psh, give up. Guys like Joe are awful at failing. He just kept going for months. We can't have that. Now, how to actually get healthy. Ready? Set tiny goals. Build tiny habits. Eat less crap and move more. Find an activity that makes you happy and do it as often as possible. Then find ways to eat a little healthier. Cut out liquid calories. Add in strength training. Sleep more. Repeat these small daily changes and improvements until these things become habit. Repeat until your desired results are achieved, generally for months or years. Then push yourself to be even better. I just made every past, present, and future Nerd Fitness article obsolete. This is not the post you're looking for. Well, anyways, I still plan on cranking out epically nerdy posts twice a week, so thanks for humoring me. Lord knows what would happen if I was left to take care of myself. Scary thought. Thanks for letting me stick around. How else would you help somebody fail at getting healthy? You just listened to the post titled How to Be Unhealthy by Steve Kamb of nerdfitness.com. So there you have it, some steps to be unhealthy from Steve. And we're nearing the end of the month, which means I'm very close to giving away a book, since I do that on the first of every month to a random email subscriber. So if you join now, you'll be entered to win, plus you get a bunch of free stuff from me. So you can do that by texting OPTIMAL to the number 44222. That's the word OPTIMAL to the number 44222. Or come visit me online at oldpodcast.com and you can join there for free. And I know you hear that pitch a lot, so I'm just going to end it there. Tomorrow I'll have a post about new habits, so I'll see you there where your optimal life awaits.
Hey, this is Dan from the Optimal Finance Daily podcast, which is a lot like this show, except more focused on personal finance. Justin handpicks the best posts he can find from blogs and authors like Ramit Sethi, Mr. Money Mustache, and more, and I read them to you 5 days a week. So if you enjoy this podcast, come on over and subscribe to Optimal Finance Daily too. And together, we'll optimize your financial life.
You've been listening to Optimal Living Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode and head to oldpodcast.com. That's oldpodcast.com for a free gift as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.